Dearest gentle reader, Happy New Year. Life has been lifing, so that's why I haven't been recording, but I'm here now and hopefully we'll continue. On today's episode, we'll be talking about the secret lives of Baba Segi's wives. How many of you have read it? Now, before you bring out your guns, let's try to understand why they did what they did. Now, The Secret Life of Baba Segi's Wives by Lola Shoneyin was published in 2010. It is a deliciously messy, deeply human story about a polygamous household where everyone is pretending, surviving, or scheming, or doing all three at once. We follow Baba Segi, a loud, proud patriarch who believes he fully controls his home. Meanwhile, his wives are quietly running the show around him. The drama explodes when he marries Bolanle, an educated younger wife whose presence threatens the fragile balance in the house. Her infertility, or do we say his infertility, becomes the trigger that finally drags long-buried secrets into the light. Let's just say the first three wives, Iya Segi, Iya Femi, and Iya Tokwe, have been doing community outreach, and Baba Segi's children may not be as biologically his as he thinks. Through humor, chaos, and heartbreak, the novel shows the complexities of survival, jealousy, power, and womanhood within a polygamous setup. Each wife has a backstory that makes you understand why she does what she does, even when it's shady. The book ends with truth crashing down, relationships shifting, and everyone forced to rebuild their lives on actual reality instead of convenient lies. The quote that got me most in this book was, "You must never allow yourself to be rushed into doing things you're not ready for." Now, I'm not going to talk too much. I recorded a monologue that will play after this video so that we can understand exactly what happened in the secret lives of Baba Segi's wives. Now, a society that has tied a woman being important, or a woman's pride, to pregnancy, to having children as a married woman. He married his first wife, and she saw that Iya Segi, she saw that she couldn't take him. And what did she do? Instead of meeting her husband, okay, let's even discuss this. Let's see, what can we do? She decided to go outside and get impregnated and bring the children and serve them as his. Now, he married the second wife, he married the third wife, and maybe, of course, Iya Segi saw, she already knew the truth. So instead of having these people expose her secrets, she pulled them into the secret building with herself. So he married all three wives, and they were just lying, covering up. Why? Because society demands that a woman must have children to call herself a mother, to call herself a wife. Now, does it mean that the women do not share blame? Of course not, because when he now married Bolanle, who was a graduate, who didn't even understand why she was getting married to this guy. Okay, but okay, fine, let me get married. Okay, might as well have children. And then the one thing she's looking for in the marriage, she couldn't bear children. She goes to the doctor. She tries to convince Baba Segi to follow her to the hospital. He refuses. I mean, he has children littered all over the compound. Why would he want to get tested? He was pig-headed about it, but it took some convincing, and eventually he showed up at the hospital. And that's where the coconuts broke. What's this man's name? Chimetelago will say, Akoa Akin Sugwe. How does he say that thing? Yes. And then the world, as he knew it, came crashing down. Now, I know that in Igbo culture, when a family cannot conceive, they can actually agree and get somebody to impregnate the wife, and the children bear the husband's name. Family or a couple cannot conceive, they can invite a third party, or all in agreement. All of them will be in agreement. The third party will impregnate the wife, and the children will bear the name of the husband. It's, it's secretly done, it's codedly done, of course, except you want to start tracing lineage when you're older, but that's how it's done. Now, in this case, these wives deceived Baba Segi. The poor man, patriarch now, African man, loud, he has wives, he has children, not knowing that not even one of those children was fathered by him. Now, it also shows the extent that women go to bury their secrets. Happened with the first wife, happened with the second wife, happened with the third wife. So Bolanle was educated. Some will say maybe it's because of her education, but I don't think it's just the education. Her moral backing. She had morals because, I mean, when good people decide to be silent, evil thrives, and so she refused to be silent, and that's why everything came out into the open. Like my brother, who is a medical doctor, will say, he said, before we get married, we should always do run fertility tests so that this kind of stories that touch will not happen to us. But why can't couples be transparent with each other? Yes, Segi, after being married 1 year, 2 years, you notice that you're not getting pregnant. Or maybe she told Baba Segi and he brushed her off. Who knows? The same way he brushed Bolanle off. But does it justify what she did, she and the other wives? Does it justify their behavior? Does it justify lying to him that all his children, all, not one of them were his? So do you think the wives were at fault, or do you think it was solely Baba Segi's fault? What did you think when you read that book? Give me your honest opinion. I'll play the monologue now so you can listen to it and then tell me what you think. Bye. See you next time.